All right, we're doing it. All right. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, 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 and double honors to the elders apostle GMS who rule well. Salute you brothers pushing this word, and truth, sincere, and the strength of power, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Right? We are here to prophesy the downfall of America and its wicked and destructive kingdom, and gather the elect out of the Negro, Latinos, and Native American, which consists of the Negro, Latinos, and Native American, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites through the spirit and power, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, by the word. All right? Now, you see what's going on in the news, this prophecy, man, the biggest, there's so much going on that you can't keep up with all of it, man. I mean, it's just popping out, man. You got locusts over there in eastern part of Africa, man, swarming them and eating up their crops, man, causing the famine. You know, you got earthquakes. You got earthquake hit. What is it? Jamaica. You know, you had an earthquake hit that, and you know, you just got a lot going on. You still got the uproars of the people, man. You know, they still doing their thing down there in Chile. They still doing their thing over there in France. You know, so these prophecies are popping, man. But what then kicked off is Britain. Britain have exited from the EU, which is Brexit. You know, they exited from the EU, man, and that's big news, man. That's big news, and that's Daniel's the second chapter, man. Okay, that's prophecy, man. That's Daniel's the second chapter, and that's prophecy, man. And if your eyes are open, you see it, man. I was when I got off of work yesterday, and you know I was at home just for a little bit, man. And I seen that on the news. I was like, that's it, man. I sent the brothers a clip to where they was taking down the Britain flag from the EU, you know, from the European Council, you know, over there. So I was like, man, that's it, man. That's Daniel the second chapter, man. And if anybody linked in and got understanding of the scriptures, man, which we was taught by the elders and apostles GMS, hey, man, that's prophecy, man. Okay. That's prophecy, man. So we're going to start off in Daniel's, the second chapter, and we're going to go in, man. You know? So here we go.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 16. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation.
Now, when you deal with this chapter, the Babylonian king was trying to find out what that dream meant. And when you read up before you get to 16, if didn't nobody tell him, the executioner, which was Arioch, would put you to death. Okay, so that's what it was, man. Okay, that was a Babylonian executioner, Arioch. Okay, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is verse 17. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah,
okay,
his companions, that they would desire mercies of the Most High of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon.
Yeah, the so-called wise men, because they couldn't interpret the Chaldeans could not interpret the dream, you know. And the Chaldeans, they are witches which deal with astrology. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It's verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision.
Go ahead.
Then Daniel blessed the Most High of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever.
Which his name is Yahawah. Okay, and his son's name is YAHAWASHI. Okay. Go ahead.
For wisdom and might are his. Verse 21. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and sitteth up kings.
So he removeth kings and setteth up kings. So understanding that particular part is it's about rulership. It's about the Most High setting up rulership on the earth. That's what it's about. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
So it's up to the Most High to give you that knowledge and wisdom. It's not up to man. It's YAHAWASHI that gives you that knowledge and wisdom, man. Okay? But he did give it to Daniel. He gave it to Daniel, man. Okay? Go ahead.
So verse 22. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth that is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou power of my fathers.
See? That lets you know Daniel wasn't proud, man, because he giving praises to the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? He giving praises to the Heavenly Father, so that lets you know that Daniel wasn't proud at all, man. Anything that was revealed to Daniel, he always gave praises to the Heavenly Father and his Son, man. Back then it was the Heavenly Father, but we give it to his Son now. You know, you can't have the Father without the Son. Okay? Go ahead.
Who hath given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
Okay? Because the king, which is Nebuchadnezzar, he had a dream only he knew about. Okay? Only he knew about it. You know, and he was trying to find out the interpretation of that dream. But the Heavenly Father, YAHAWASHI, which the Heavenly Father named Yahawah and the Son named YAHAWASHI, the Heavenly Father gave Daniel the understanding of the dream that he gave the king of Babylon. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 24. Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon.
Yeah.
He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon, bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation.
Yeah, because Arioch, he was an executioner, man. Okay? He was an executioner for the king, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah that will make known unto the king the interpretation.
Go ahead.
The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was
Belshazzar,
art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen,
Go ahead.
and the interpretation thereof?
Go ahead.
Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king has demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king?
Yeah. Go ahead.
But there is a power in heaven that revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Thy dream and the vision of thy head upon thy bed are these.
Okay. So what the dream that the king of Babylon had, he had a dream of the future. Okay? That's what he had. He had a dream of the future, man. So the Heavenly Father so cold and so beautiful, man. He had the king of Babylon see the dream, which was the future of the ruling powers that was going to come upon the earth. And through Moses and the rest of the prophets, okay, we got those prophecies. I mentioned Moses because that's the beginning. Okay. We got these prophecies in this book, man. You know, and the Most High revealed it to the elders apostles of GMS, and he revealed it to the other brothers on down by listening to the apostles, man, the GMS, man. Okay? We see the secrets, man. So it's a beautiful thing, man. This is our book, man. You know? So we see the future, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It's verse 29. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came unto thy mind upon thy bed. What should come to pass hereafter? And he that revealeth secret maketh known to thee what shall come to pass.
Yeah, what shall come to pass. Okay, go ahead.
But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom, that I have more than any living, but for their sakes, that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest known the thoughts of thy heart. Verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest...
Where you at? Read 30 again.
Okay.
So like,
come. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 30.
Go ahead.
But as for me, the secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom, that I have more than any living.
Go ahead.
But for their sakes, that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart.
The thoughts of thy mind. Because that word heart, they'll deal with your mind. It's a Hebrew word, lab, which means mind. Go ahead.
It's verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image.
Now hold up this sign so the people can see in the world of the internet, wherever this may go. Okay? This is what you're gonna have to read kind of loud, bro. Okay. Because the brother holding it up so everybody can see. Go ahead, bro.
This king image, whose brightness was exalted, excellent. I'll read it again. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay.
So you see the artist's rendition. You see the gold, the Babylonian Empire, the silver, the Medo-Persian Empire, brass, the Greek Empire, the Grecians or the Greek Empire, okay? And then you see the iron, okay, which is the Roman Empire, and then you see the iron and clay, which is divided kingdoms, okay, which is of the Roman Empire, okay, which is the revived Roman Empire, which is, okay? All right, continue on, read that one more time, bro.
All right, this is Daniel chapter 2, verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image.
Go ahead.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hand.
Where you at?
verse 34.
All right, go back up to verse 33.
Okay. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay.
So you see what you got right there? Okay? His legs are iron and his feet is iron and clay. Okay? America's in there, but what this is talking about, America's in there, okay? But what this is talking about, that's going into the, it mentioned the iron and clay, that's dealing with the EU, okay? The iron and the clay, okay, is dealing with the EU, okay? Read that one more time for me again, bro.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay.
See, part of iron and part of clay. They're dealing with the EU. Now, set that down for me, bro. Now, we're finna get this other sign, but hold that right there. Okay. Now, the EU, okay, the EU is at first it was known as the European Economic Community, the ECC, but now today it is known as the European Union. Okay, so I just wanted people to see that right there. Okay, and it also represent. Okay, well, I just leave it at that. It's the EU. Okay, it's the EU. All right, continue on. You can drop that, bro. You're just gonna have to switch in and switch out. Okay, go ahead, bro. Read that 33 again.
All right, this is Daniel chapter 2, verse 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. So verse 34.
Go ahead.
Thou saw it till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
All right, now read that one more time.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 34. Thou saw it till that a stone was cut out without hands.
What that's talking about, that stone is YAHAWASHI. When you go to, give me Isaiah 47 and bring out, I will not meet thee as a man. Isaiah 47, it's in the Isaiah 47 chapter. So that stone represent YAHAWASHI, okay? And when he come back, he coming back as a angelic power, okay? You got it, bro? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
So that's that stone, okay, that we're reading about in Daniel's second chapter. He said, I will not meet thee as a man, meaning he coming back with full angelic power to take down the EU and NATO, okay? The Edomite Empire, okay? He coming back to take down the EU and NATO, okay? In full angelic power. So, okay, drop this. Some more on that?
No, that was it.
Okay, go back to Daniel's second chapter.
All right, back in Daniel chapter 2, verse 34. Thou saw it till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet.
Which smote the image upon his feet. So, where we at right now in prophecy is the feet, okay? We at the feet of it in this prophecy, okay? That's where we at today. We in the feet, man. Because the old Roman Empire was already established. So now we in the revised Roman Empire, okay? Now when you look up the Matter of fact, if you brothers want to look up the treaty of Rome, the Treaty of Rome, and it's going to mention the EU, Treaty of Rome.
The Treaty of Rome.
Here's a summary. The Treaty of Rome, officially the treaty establishing the European Economic Community, brought about the creation of the European Economic Community.
So it brought about when you look up the Treaty of Rome, which, why does it say the Treaty of Rome? Because that's the revived Roman Empire coming back into power, okay? And it was established as a economic system, okay? It was established for Europe economic system. And why is it called the Treaty of Rome? Because the Roman Empire is coming back, okay, into power. That's why.
It was signed in March 25th, 1957.
See? So that's the Roman Empire, okay, coming back, okay, dealing with the EU, okay, when you study the Treaty of Rome, okay. Now, when you go into it, the EU started with 6 nations, then it jumped to 10, then it jumped to 12, okay? That's why when you look at the EU flag, that's why when you look at the EU flag, it got 12 stars. Matter of fact, if one of you brothers want to pull up the EU flag. Okay, but it started off with 6, it went to 10, and it went to 12, okay? Does it have 12 stars on there?
Yep.
Yeah, so it got 12 stars on there, okay? Matter of fact, you can show it though. It got 12 stars on there. First it started with 6, and then it went to 10, and then it went to 12. So now you got England, Great Britain is taken out. They separated from the EU, okay? There you go. Okay? So read 34 again.
This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 34. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands.
That's YAHAWASHI, okay, coming back in his full power and his glory, okay? Go ahead.
Which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay.
Okay, so YAHAWASHI is coming back and targeting what? The last rulerships, okay, which are the Edomites on the earth. So they're at the top of the hit list of YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? In them toes, you have, at the feet, you got toes, okay? And you got 10 toes. And also, that goes into the 10 horns, okay? It don't say that there, but we know through the spirit that it goes into the 10 horns, okay? When you read in Revelations, the 17th chapter, okay? Go ahead, bro.
And break them to pieces.
And break them to pieces. Go ahead.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and became like the shaft of the summer
Threshing floor.
threshing floors,
Threshing floor.
threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
So Israel, when YAHAWASHI destroyed the Edomites rulership, the revived Roman Empire, okay? Now you gotta remember, it's dealing with the EU, okay? Destroyed them 10 toes, okay? And destroyed NATO, okay? Israel became a superpower on earth. Israel started running everything, meaning the Negro Latinos and Native Americans.